sharp-looking guys getting off the Pelicans team bus earlier on. Their only thought now is coming away with a win on the road. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. This is the backdrop for our broadcast setting tonight. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Lillard.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, when LaMarcus Aldridge left the Blazers for San Antonio in 2015, most expected a rebuild in Portland. But Blazers GM Neil Olshey said there was never going to be any bottoming out. There was development. We brought in quality, undervalued players, and they've begun to thrive in our system and our culture. Kevin, they have reason to be proud in Portland.
Indeed, there is. Thanks, David. Brent, 2 explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, Kevin, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at the time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Rodney Hood. And it's Nurkic in at the center. Now, here's Lillard. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Holiday with the block. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Ingram doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Hood. And there's the pass to Lillard. Back to Hood. Fades. That shot misses. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game, missing all those chippies.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Six on the shot clock. Back to Lillard. Shoots over Ball. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Williamson kicks to Ingram. Over Hood. And that one hits back iron.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Lillard looking around. Drills the three-pointer.
That's a nice shot from Damian Lillard. He feels like he can drain it just about anywhere and appreciates the fact that he's got that kind of range.
Now, here's Ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
He's off on the first. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
Yeah, so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, he'll take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
And the Blazers GM called Portland a cocoon market. Not a lot of exposure, but these fans sure love their team.
Well, maybe you have to look at the front office and credit them for understanding the personalities of the guys that they rely on here in McCollum and Lillard. Not really going out to seek the limelight, wanting to concern themselves with getting better as basketball players, and then wanting to make an impact in a community. It's come together nicely for them in Portland.
Now here is Holiday following the missed shot by Nurkic. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Lillard. 17 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Floats one up, and the rejection by Favors. Here's Ingram. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Portland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Back to Lillard. Fires from 18. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 5 points so far. And here is Ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Holiday against McCollum. Holiday gets the bucket.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Trailing by 2. Oh, that's blocked. Holiday up top. He's guarded by McCollum. And that one's good. Ingram.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
The Blazers on offense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside Hood from deep. Pelicans with the rebound. Favors got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ball feeling it out a bit. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Yeah, got to respect the mid-range game of ball. Well, when he gets a little space to shoot, he quickly can get it off.
McCollum against Holiday. Ball's knocked loose. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Zion Williamson. Averaging about 22 points per, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
Just 4 to shoot. Basket good.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Pelicans leading by 4. Ball with it. Pass to Williamson. Over Lillard. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Ball. And it's 6 points for Zion Williamson. Now here's Lillard. McCollum outside. Shoots over Ball. Goes back up. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Holiday. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Anthony. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets into foul trouble. You see the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing them.
Free throw, good, Holiday.
And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
Both free throws, good from Drew Holiday.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
Now here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. There's the dish to Nurkic. McCollum deciding where to go with it. And the shot is long.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
To the wing on the left. Here's Lillard, and the rejection by Favors. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. Shot from free throw range, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Here's McCollum. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 5 now.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Lillard against Ball. It's tipped. Here's Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You can see the determination from Holiday on that attack, expecting contact there, and got it.
New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And he makes the first.
You go back to 2015, the Blazers lost 4 of their 5 starters in the offseason. So instead of rebuilding, they retooled around Damian Lillard, and what a piece to retool behind. Amazing how far they've come in the past couple seasons, where they've placed in the Western Conference.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Mario Hezonja's checked in for Nurkic, and it's Simons in for McCollum. He hits both from the stripe. Well, you know, Brent, you've got to give a lot of credit to the Blazers front office, continuing to fortify this roster with under-the-radar acquisitions.
Interesting adjusting around a couple of albatross contracts to now have a team that's capable at positions that a lot of teams are trying to fill. That's the wing position.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you had for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. And that's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
Oh, Whiteside in position, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Just a great alley-oop there. Teammates connecting. Whiteside with the jam. The D wants no part of that.
Holiday, the pass to Hayes. Over Hazonia. A rebound by Hazonia. Trailblazers trail by 7. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Ariza. 9 points for Lillard.
How about the experience paying off here as Ariza excellent at noticing that his man was wide open.
Passes it to Hayes. Over Hazonia. The shot's good from Hayes.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Simons. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis. And Hazonia gets it to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Holiday kicks to Williamson. And no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Simons, the pass to Hazonia. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. On the wing, Holiday. Double team on Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. And the wide open shot from Redick. No good on the 3. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 14-4 run. Ariza outside. It's good. This game is all even.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Holiday. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Pass to Hayes. He kicks to Holiday. A rebound by Hazonia.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
They grab their own miss. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Favors.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
When you think about Hassan Whiteside's road to where he is now, a second-round pick, spent some time in the D League, now the G League, and it's great to see him turn his career around. You just wonder, how hungry is he to maximize his talent in the years to come?
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
He misses the free throw.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development that's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
He's just such a dynamite scorer, and for 82 games of a regular season, Lillard's in attack mode.
Feeds it to Hayes. Stolen by Collins. Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers score.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Redick against Lillard. Redick with the bucket.
Really good decision as Redick is playing at full speed, but slows down, makes the right choice.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. Redick for three. The shot missing. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, people are going to look to you first. They're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
Yeah, I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for New Orleans right now, he's out there with Etuan Moore. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Jahlil Okafor, and it's Hart in at the 2. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here, and Hayes throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He dishes it to Lillard. Hezonja kicks to Lillard. The 3. Okafor grabs the miss. Pelicans trail by 6. It's Ingram on the wing. Hezonja defending. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And that one falls for Ingram. You know, Brett, there may be more of an emphasis on team defense than ever before. Who are some of the better help defenders that you've scouted in the NBA?
I put Rudy Gobert #1 on this list because when you think about help defense, usually you're yelling it from the perimeter. And the reason that you're yelling it, Kevin, is that the player that you were trying to instruct or move a certain way has gotten by you. And the help call out is for somebody to be at the basket. Rudy Gobert does that better than anybody in the league. That's why the Utah Jazz have a chance to grow and go deeper into the playoffs. They've got a back line of defense, and Gobert is pretty tremendous.
I love the guys, and Beverly might be in this category, and Smart might be in this category. They can guard down low. They give a little hedge out top, and they get back down again where they're supposed to be.
Well, those guys do a great job of harassing out there, Kevin.
Yes,
So it's a little bit different in terms of help defense, on-ball defense, the way that Beverly and Marcus Smart and Paul George to that end are able to pester guys. That's one thing, but I'm yelling help because something's gone terribly wrong. Give me Gobert to fix that.
Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got 7 points in the game.
Whiteside showing more confidence from the mid-range when he knocks down jumpers like that.
Redick passes to Hart. And the rejection by Collins. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Azania. Some solid defense from Ingram.
I'll be honest. I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. And so here is New Orleans, following the miss by Hassan Whiteside.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Wide open. He squares up and sinks it.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Redick passes to Okafor. Here's Hart. The pass to Hayes. Over Collins. Again, the Pelicans score.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Simons, the pass to Whiteside. Hood deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Redick. Hood can't get it to go.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 12-4 run. Ingram kicks to Hart. The tray. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
And the second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
And so here is New Orleans. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Ingram outside. Back to Hart. Clock at 4. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Hezonja. And here we go.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
A different look now for Portland. Norkic checked in for Zach Collins. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Mario Hezonja. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simmons. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. All comes in for J.J. Redick. Now, here's Whiteside. He has 7, and here's Anthony for 3. They get it back. Nurkic, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. McCollum against Ball. Ingram outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Hassan Whiteside.
The second overall pick back in 2016. Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
The first one falls. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Second free throw, no good. Trailblazers leading by 4, and a wide open look for Hood. The three-pointer, no good. The Pelicans have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Hart. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Favors, and Whiteside sends it back.
Well, those kind of shots should come with a warning label. Caution, Hassan Whiteside is around. He's simply one of the best shot blockers in the league.
And Portland making a change here. Ariza's checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Williamson's checked in. Now here's McCollum. He's got 5. Puts one up from 19. Pelicans pull it in. Favors has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Ball. Good D by Ariza.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Here's Hood. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. Over Ariza. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Ball. It's Ingram on the wing. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And Williamson doesn't let up, consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Pelicans also changing it up. Etuan Moore comes in for Brandon Ingram, and it's Drew Holiday in for Josh Hart.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts, being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
The first free throw is good.
Well, effective ways that E'Twaun Moore can score. He's had some very good shooting years, and is going to find his way to the free throw line here.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And the game plan against the Blazers the last few postseasons has been trapping Lillard and McCollum and forcing someone else to beat.
Yeah, and you wonder if this is an opportunity for Zach Collins to really step into his own, along with Nurkic, who last year was injured during the playoffs, so that there can be some points and contributions coming from your power forward and center position. That'll ease some pressure on your backcourt.
Portland leading. Stolen by Ball. No good. That would have tied it.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Anthony left side. The shot comes out, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Here's Favors, and he hits it to tie the game up. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. McCollum gets to Ariza. Takes the 3. Trailblazers keep it alive, but they'll get another chance. And Anthony gets it to go.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Pass to Holiday. Williamson with it. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And for Portland, they're shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lobs it up for Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
And Portland with the ball. Now McCollum. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. No one covering. Anthony's got 6 in the quarter.
Now, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Moore against Ariza. And it's Ball in the corner. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Anthony.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Nobody near Lillard. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Anthony, and that one drops. And it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Ball, the pass to Favors. Shoots over Nurkic on the money with the shot from the left block. And that's now 6 points for Derek Favors. 1:04 left now here in the second. Ball against Lillard. McCollum outside. Passes it to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Knocked away.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Now here's Lillard. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Ball against Lillard. Now here's Williamson. T right on him. Over Anthony. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And you got to appreciate the fearlessness with which he plays. Zion's ability to shoulder the offense at this stage of his career is incredible.
It's all tied in Portland. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
We just got to compete. You know, keep competing, trust each other, make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 16 points and 3 assists. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
I love it. You know why I love it, Ernie? Because they're getting the ball inside and converting, not just sitting back behind the line shooting threes. See, that's kept the defense scrambling a little bit, unable to lock in on anything. Get it in, we'll kick it back out, then you shoot it.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Pelicans shooting straight 49% from the field. McCollum the 2 and Hood the 3. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Lillard in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And that one's good. Ingram.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And here's McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Nurkic finds Lillard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Dishes it to Favors. Shoots over Nurkic. Another one falls for New Orleans. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Ball against Lillard. McCollum outside. Launches a three. They get the rebound. Nurkic can't hit. Nurkic has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Favors. Here's Williamson. Portland grabs the miss.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
McCollum, no good.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Portland called for the foul.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He doesn't get the second one. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Favors passes to Williamson. Over Anthony. Favors trying to break free. And again, New Orleans has no luck. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Well, injury is such a reoccurring theme for the Pelicans in the past couple seasons. Funny to hear Alvin Gentry even joke about consulting a witch doctor down there in the Bayou. But new athletic trainer coming in, hired away from the Phoenix Suns. They have a tremendous and have had a tremendous reputation, hoping to improve their health of all these young players.
No good on the free throw. And the training staff from the Suns had an outstanding track record over the years.
The envy of a lot of teams in the NBA as they were able to extend the careers of players like Steve Nash and Grant Hill, 2 all-time greats. And they set a trend in some of the biometric tracking that they do and looking for early signs of impending problems. All about preventative medicine, Kevin, to have players be at their best.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Trailblazers trail by 5. McCollum outside. To the inside. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Favors. To the paint. Here's Williamson. That one off the back iron and out. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. A floater. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Favors got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280. And he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts. And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. And he makes the first for the Trailblazers. Hezonja comes in for Rodney Hood, and it's Simons in for Lillard. Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Josh Hart comes in for Drew Holiday. Both free throws good for Ingram. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Simons. He has 5. A 3 from McCollum. Here's Hezonja. Some solid defense from Ingram. Pelicans leading by 8. Here's Hart. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hart's got 8 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Here's Simons. The Pelicans make their last shot. And the pass to Hezonja. Here's Simons. He's covered by Ingram. To end the run. And it's Simons missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for Portland. Here's Simons. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And a wide open look for McCollum.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. A 12-point game. Simons surveying the D. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, with him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Here's Redick. The shot misses. Collins with some nice D. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And for Portland, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hezonja kicks to McCollum. Trying to get something going. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here is Whiteside. He's got 7.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
New Orleans on D. Portland again missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
First free throw is good.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
And so Collins nails both of them. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
Okafor gets the bucket.
And the passing of Ingram, setting up his teammates and distributing the ball, effortless.
Here's Simons. 5 points in the game. McCollum outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
Throw good, McCollum.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. That one is no good. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat grade from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Redick with the bucket.
Man, he just kept his composure. No panic in Redick that time. What a tough shot.
Pass to McCollum. Floats one. Okafor with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Redick's got the ball. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Hart's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Trailblazers trail by 18. Here's Simons. He has 5. Oh, Whiteside in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Execution by Whiteside there on the pick and roll, flawless, diving right towards the basket and getting the ball in ideal position.
Now here's Redick. He has 5. Okafor with the ball. Back to Redick. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's
no other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Simons, the pass to Whiteside. Pass to Hazanya. 4 on the shot clock. And Portland with another turnover here.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Whiteside. 12th in rebounding, 12th in blocks. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. Now here's Hayes. He has 6. Pass to Hart. It's Reddick on the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for New Orleans. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. The pass to Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Trailblazers have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Hazanya. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Pelicans leading by 16. Ball, the pass to Hayes. Over Anthony. Again, the Pelicans score.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Simons. He has 7. Pass to Whiteside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
And that's what you want to do with Whiteside, feeding him the ball in the paint where he makes the defense collapse.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. Free throw, good, Whiteside.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
Hood's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. New Orleans also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor, and it's Drew Holiday in for Ingram. And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
Here's Favors, and they convert at last on attempt number 3.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Trailblazers trail by 18. Now, here's Lillard. Shoots over Ball. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Outside Holiday. Passes the ball. Beyond the arc. The offensive rebound. Here's Favors. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. In the bonus, will go to the free throw line. The Trailblazers have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. Williamson is checked in for Hayes. so neither attempt will fall that time for him. New Orleans leading by 18. Holiday, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night.
Such a smart offensive play right there. When Holiday sees that chance open up right there, he's all over.
Ball, the pass to Holiday, and stolen by Hood. Lillard finds Hood. Back to Lillard. That shot off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And for Portland, they're shooting just 34% from the floor. Ariza outside. There's the dish to Hood. Inside. Can they get it? And the rejection by Favors. And now the Pelicans on the break. Holiday with the ball. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Here's Hood. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Hood, the pass to Whiteside.
Well, sometimes the D has no choice but to foul Whiteside and try to make him earn it.
Tonight, he's gone 3 of 6 from the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Free throw, good. Whiteside. Nurkic checked in for Portland. And the Pelicans also making a change. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And both free throws good from Whiteside. 20 seconds left to play in the third. Pass the ball. Moore with it for the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. And here's Anthony from the arc. But they get it back.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So for New Orleans right now, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Ball, following the miss by Rodney Hood. Ingram outside. The pass to Holiday. And the 3 off target. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Anthony. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
Now here's Ball. On the wing, Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment in that?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on that when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league, that the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. He hits the second from the line.
Now, Rodney Hood is a guy who's out here to stretch the floor and mix up his game a little bit, trying to regain some confidence in what he can provide offensively.
Now here's Ingram. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Shoot two.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow. And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now here's McCollum. Portland no good that time either.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws. And the first one at the line is good. So he hits one of two from the stripe. And bird right's an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Hart. Pass to Moore. Miller, right side. Back to Moore. Shoots it. Portland grabs the miss. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
Moore, left side. And no good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Trent. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Trent's got his first bucket of the night.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Hart. Passes it to Melly. And when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Pelicans leading by 21. Pass to Holiday. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Williamson. Tries again. Here's Okafor. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Good on the three-point shot.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Now here's Ball. He's tightly guarded. Count it. Good. And the Pelicans lead by 20.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Lasagna, the pass to Trent. And here's McCollum. He's covered by Ball. That's tipped. Stolen by Holiday. Now here's Ball. Defense is right there. Off on the layup. The Trailblazers shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby. 38%. Here's McCollum. Lays it up off the glass.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
Williamson kicks to Ball. And here's Ingram from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Trailblazers trail by 21. Trent passes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Nurkic against Okafor. 6 to shoot. Here's Lasagna, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Ingram. When you talk about role players with attitude and confidence, Brent, you're talking about Lasagna.
Still so many people intrigued about Lasagna and his ability to play in the NBA. Seems like the situations that he's been in have not been ideal. So an opportunity here in Portland to show how he can fit into a system and how he can consistently perform.
That's good from Hazanya. You know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Now, here's Lillard following the miss by Lonzo Ball. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain: he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself, but everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
And the first one drops.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Mario Hezonja. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Now here is Holiday. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
On defense, Portland. Ingram passes to Okafor. Again, the Pelicans score.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Now here's Lillard. Now Ariza. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Anthony. Shoots over Ingram. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ingram attacking. And yes, it's good. Ingram's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And the speed of Ingram is not easy to keep pace with, just blowing past whoever dares to try and stop it.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. And finally they hit one.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Holiday goes in. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And it's Lillard missing.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. Portland the foul.
Smart for Holiday to get that shot off even after the hack from the defense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Holiday. Brent, when a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice in there?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is. Because most of the time coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is he's expecting from them, and how it is he's going to go about them. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
All about communication.
That communication, and communication as quick as you possibly can, that's an important factor.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. To the paint, here's Nurkic, and the rejection by Favors. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and stolen by Lillard. Fires from 14. Some solid defense from Ingram. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Ingram attacking. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Williamson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Holiday against McCollum. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
Not in
NBA.
today's game, and not
sports.
with what's at stake.
So it's Portland now, following the score by New Orleans. Lillard attacking, and the shot goes in. Lillard's got 25 points.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
Ball, the pass to Favors, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Portland making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. That one misses. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James, whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I always thought about Jordan too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
There's 1:40 left to play in the final quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's McCollum. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got 5 assists tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for New Orleans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And really, after losing all 3 games to this point in the matchup, guys, they have to be happy to get a win here.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Zion Williamson.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Here's McCollum, following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Derek Favors with the rebound. And the Pelicans with possession here. Ingram attacking. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
2 shots, foul, elbow, 2. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And here are the Blazers. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside, right side, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. .24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now the pass to Miller. Now here's Okafor. Pass to Melly. On the wing, Holiday. Missed. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
Hey, that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Derek, what was the focus for your team tonight?
No, we just came out, played hard. No, that was the whole purpose of practice yesterday. Fix what we did, important on defense, and just come out and play harder and just play better.
Yeah, the defense was outstanding tonight, and that led to the win. Thanks, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.